Greetings everyone, my name is John McMillan and this is my mentor interview for the Capstone Project. My mentor is Jim Rostahar. We have known each other for the past 20 years. I worked for Jim in Naples, Italy when we were both assigned there in the U.S. Navy. Jim is the Chief Knowledge Officer for NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. His background comes from the Navy where he served on active duty at various units worldwide from 1979 to 2002, and then as a Navy civilian in 2003. He was then recruited by NASA to do some communication and media outreach for the Johnson Space Center. After multiple promotions and serving as the Communication and Public Affairs Director, he was recruited to become the center's new Chief Knowledge Officer. Jim's educational background is all communication, a bachelor's in communication, and a master's in strategic communication and leadership. We had a great talk about his career, about knowledge management, and data and information. And I came away with 5 key takeaways. The first was there is a symbiotic relationship between communication and knowledge management. In fact, Jim was recruited specifically because of his communication background. He said the jobs are quite similar. They both turn data into information. With the desire, it can become knowledge.
Data is basically a simple observation of items from multiple sources. Information is retrieved from data endowed with relevance and purpose. Knowledge is valuable information from a human perspective.
One way Jim and his team tries to make data and information more useful, to turn it into knowledge, is through the use of data visualizations. Johnson Space Center's Knowledge Management Branch leads NASA in the use of data viz.
Our area of expertise is data science and data analytics. I have a guy here that works for me and a contractor that are just phenomenal in data analytics and visualization, showing you how to solve problems visually instead of on spreadsheets and stuff like that. For example, if you're trying to find a problem and what's related to that problem, a valve failure, for example, is there something else that it's linked to? Is there some kind of association with other parts or other failures? They show all this visually rather than text-wise or in a spreadsheet or something like this. It helps people understand it better and theoretically come to a solution faster.
Coming to a solution faster and helping the organization solve problems is how Jim and his team demonstrate the value of their work. That value is seen not only through data visualization projects, but also through the use of storytelling. And storytelling is becoming even more important at NASA as they face a silver tsunami. Already, most of today's employees are in their 50s or older. And NASA is placing a premium on capturing their tacit knowledge, the skills, ideas, and experiences they have but are not easily codified and may not be easily expressed. Storytelling is one way Jim and his team are working to prepare for this wave of retirements and loss of corporate knowledge.
If we don't capture some of this stuff from these people, we'll never have it. So the history office does oral histories, and you turn that into a transcript that's then searchable. That's a big deal. It's not just us. I went to this conference, and you hear the same stuff over and over and over again by every company under the sun. They're all having the same issue. We went up and benchmarked with ExxonMobil. Same issue.
The last takeaway I had is that knowledge management, communication, UX, information architecture, information design, and design thinking are all very much connected. They all use very similar tools, applied in some very different ways, but all for a simple but complex purpose: to help solve problems for an organization.
For KM to be valuable, you need to find a problem and then help solve it.